Welcome in, everyone. For those who do not know, my name is Guest, also known as ItsGuestGaming, and we're going to talk about the best bundles in the first half of October of 2025 for Marvel Snap. If you don't know, roughly every 2 weeks, I crunch the numbers and figure out the actual values, not the values from all of those other websites, but the actual values of the bundles to give you the in-depth breakdown of what you need to know about these bundles, which are the best values for you, whether it's overall, just general value, whether it's specifically focusing on progressing up the collection track, or if you just want to be the shiniest person on the block. Now this month, as always, there are some great deals, but there are definitely a couple that stand out as absolute trash. So let's go. So first up is the top bundle value bundles. Once again, bundle value is every individual item within the bundle has essentially a dollar amount associated to it. So when you break down everything and you were to itemize everything in that bundle, find out its dollar value, and then push that forward, what's the best ratio or conversion that we get out of that bundle? So once again, as we've seen relatively consistent here, the web shop bundles are reigning supreme. Number one bundle for overall value is the web shop number 2. That's the Mysterio bundle. In particular, it's got 1,000 collector's tokens in it and an awesome 30.99 variant. So total collectively in there, best overall value. Very closely behind that is the Kitty Pride. So it depends on obviously what you need. If you need to pick and choose your 10 bucks, both of those can be incredible values for you. Outside of that, in game, I'm going to say it's the Ghost Rider bundle in third place. Very, very close bronze medalist in the overall total bundle value category. Plus, what's nice about the Ghost Rider bundle is it has a little bit of credits, it has a little bit of gold, it has a nice border. It's a good overall value for 15 bucks. Now, as we move forward out of that into the currency value, again, now we're discarding all the cosmetics and we're focusing specifically on the 3 most important currencies in the game, which are credits, gold, and collector's tokens. So looking at the actual dollar values of those items and then seeing what is the best ratio from there. This week, there is a tie for first place. It is both of the web shop recap bundles. You'll see one that has Hulkbuster and you'll see one that has Ultron. Both of them have very, very good conversions. So depending on what you want out of those bundles, whether you need more gold or you just need overall credits, they're exactly the same in value in that regards. So one has 500 credits and 1,800 gold, that's the Ultron bundle, and the other has 2,000 credits, but only 600 gold. That's the Hulkbuster bundle. So both of those tie for first place right now in overall currency. Outside of those, then we go take a look at the Khonshu bundle, because the Khonshu bundle is the big guy. I mean, it's just great currency because it's a lot of it. I mean, you're spending $100. Yes, and I know not everybody is expected to do that, but if you want the most return for a large investment, that is going to do it. It's $100, but you get 8,000 gold, which is normally what $100 equates to. In addition to that, you get 8,000 credits. Well, I mean, it's just a massive behemoth bundle. It's the big guy, if you will, of the next 2 weeks. I do think it is a worthwhile value if you are a large spender in the game, but we'll recap back to that a little later on. Outside of that, if the next step down is going to be the Fenris Wolf bundle. This bundle is very strong, especially considering that Fenris Wolf, depending on the meta relevance of Stardust, can be a very strong card, even in its 3/4 state. Plus, you're getting 3,500 collector's tokens and then the heavy metal border. I think it's just a really solid currency value because 3,500 tokens for 50 bucks plus 2,500 credits overall is a strong currency value. And this 2-weeker right here will show the perfect difference between looking at currency value and player utility value, where we talk about the progression in your collection and up the collection track. That's why the number one bundle with a perfect conversion, a 10 out of 10, is the 6,500 gold tokens. Now, I know you might look at that and go, how? How is that possible? There's no cosmetics, there's no nothing. If you're looking at the actual progression of your collection and what you get for those tokens, then yes, that's exactly what it should be doing. The whole purpose of The player utility value is exclusively to focus on, okay, I'm getting 5,000 tokens right here for 6,500 gold. What does that do for me? That's a whole Series 5 card. Automatically. You didn't need to go up the collection track. You didn't need to invest other credits into unlocking those ranks up the collection track, and you look at that total investment. This is just straight up, boom, get a card, possibly two, depending on how you want to go about it. So total value is fantastic. Now, if you don't want to invest 6,500 gold, which is almost a direct ratio of gold to tokens, if you want to go in the bundle categories, then we're looking back at revisiting the Fenris Wolf bundle again that we talked about earlier. That's a step down from there. And then just barely underneath that is the Lasher bundle. So this is a good opportunity for those of you who did not receive Lasher from the prior limited time game modes. You do have an opportunity to get the card because when you get the variant, you also unlock the base card. So there's good value in getting that Series 4 card exclusively like that, just like how the Fenris Wolf bundle is getting a Series 5 card. And then for the cosmetic values, looking at total investments of, what types of avatars, what types of variants you're getting in there, the amount of boosters you're getting in there for your upgrades. I mean, yeah, it's Hulkbuster #1. Real simple. There's a tie at #2 for the Kitty Pryde bundle alongside the Mysterio bundle. And then lastly is going to be the Ghost Rider bundle. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because it is a little bit subjective, but with those in particular, the amount of upgrades that you get into your cards, those have the highest values and conversions within them. So then we put it all together, and this time I'm going to show you the top 5 overall. So we've taken everything, weighed it on out. You've seen me talk about it in the past videos of exactly what that breakdown is. Weigh it all together. What does it look like as your overall best investments in the next couple of weeks in Marvel Snap? #1, hands down, is the Mysterio Web Shop bundle. The Web Shop bundles continue to reign supreme because they have the best rates overall for the currency, as well as some of the most unique variants simultaneously. So I am going to recommend very highly the Mysterio bundle. Outside of that, one step down and a relatively large step. Normally, ranks 1 and 2 are much closer together. A big step into rank 2 is going to be the Ultron bundle in second place. Down one small step underneath that, now we start getting into some of those newer cards. The first one that doesn't have a Series 3 or lower card in it. In third place is the Lasher bundle because that still has an incredibly strong player utility value, and you're going to be able to access it right in the very beginning of the month. So that's also got its nice little perks depending on, your payday. Let's be honest here. Underneath that, also barely squeaking underneath that one, is the Kitty Pryde bundle. Great variant, great. I mean, it's just a great relevant card, especially as we see the emergence of some of these Kitty Pryde shenanigans starting to re-rise. It might be a good time to see if that's a card for you. And then lastly is the Ghost Rider bundle. So all of the top 5 bundles are actually generally very approachable. However, once again, they are all cash bundles. So if you're a gold bundle investor, I'm now very confident in saying that there is a pattern in regards to the value of gold bundles versus cash bundles. And this is something open to conversation down below to let you know, hey, listen, I'm not okay with this. The gold bundle values are detrimentally lower than everything else. The currency value obviously is going to go way down because you're spending currency to get the bundle. But even outside of that, the ratios for these gold bundles and the value of what you get out of them for the gold, considering how many places that gold has been removed from the game, I do think it's worth showcasing that to this conversation and ideally to Second Dinner, because gold is not very commonly accessible anymore. It's been removed from several places, and the trickle that a free-to-play player gets on getting that gold, the ratio in which I'm typically seeing here is that gold bundles are on average, like just bundle value alone, about 25% less valuable because of the free-to-play currency that is accessible for the payout of that bundle. And I can understand a little bit of a fall off, but that much was a little surprising by me. So if you're gonna use your gold for anything in my opinion, this month, it's tokens to get cards. I'm not going to recommend a gold bundle out of all these because they're all really in the same 2.5-star realm. Everything I talked about in the cash bundles, those are 4.5 and 4-star bundles cumulatively. And even if you remove the cosmetic value from it, it's still the same top 5. That speaks some volumes, and I think it's something we need to start bringing up more in conversation to Marvel Snap. And I'm curious how other creators feel about that as well. And let's start this conversation about the gold currency bundles, because they are regularly, for lack of a better term, meh. So if I only have $10 to spend in the next 2 weeks outside, and again, this is always outside of the season pass, which will be releasing, we'll have a new season. So outside of the season pass conversations, you only got $10 to spend. Where are you going to spend it? Mysterio bundle. Not even a question of a doubt. Get 1,000 collector's tokens, get an awesome variant, call it a day. Now, if your budget is $50, that conversation starts to change, because there are, out of that entire group of top 5, there are some really valuable bundles. So depending on your collection needs, you could flex that to be, you know, hey, I don't have Lasher, so I'll invest $30 into Lasher and get, you know, some great currency in the exchange simultaneously. Sure, that could be a direction to go for you. But if you want to maximize it, sure, do 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, using the ones from the top 5. But if you're looking for the lump investment, if it has to go between the Lasher bundle for $30 or the Fenris Wolf bundle for $50, that is where I say it is collection dependent. Both of them are very, very strong ratios for your currency value. That's up to you. But if you have $100 that you're looking to spend in the next 2 weeks, the question then really becomes, is the awesome Khonshu $100 bundle worth it? And the only way I'll say that it's worth it is if you don't have Khonshu. If you don't have Khonshu, the bundle's great. If you do have Khonshu, you'd be much better off dividing that $100 into some of those other better resource values that you see in high currency value or in high bundle value. I will say that this month, the first 2 weeks of this month are a little wonky when it comes to the bundles, and I'm a little surprised by that as I was doing these breakdowns. But I do want to start the conversation with the community about gold bundles. I think we deserve a little better. What do you think? Let me know after you hit like and subscribe down below. Put it in the comments. What do you think about these gold bundles? Can they do better? And if so, how? Have it be a conversation, not an attack. I appreciate you all. As always, thank you all so much. For those who do not know, my name is Guest, also known as ItsGuestGaming. See you next time.